Yes, very important information for you, Sabine Hossenfelder.
If Einstein just had told everyone that the trajectory of light bends when passing stars and galaxies because billions of years old expanding light is pushed towards the stars, which has been affected by entropy for billions of years. He could have told that these old expanding lights contain very small-scale energy that collides with photons moving past the stars. He could have stated that we can try to manipulate the trajectory of light using billions of years old lights. After this, no one would have even heard of a god called curved space. That's right, it's not space that expands. In the nuclei of atoms, there are congestion areas of energy that is scattered into space, which recycle the dark energy that is scattered into space, which creates particles such as electrons and photons that are still composed of energy that is scattered into space, i.e. they expand, not space. Sabine Hossenfelder. Does the truth scare you so much that you'd rather believe it's space that's expanding somehow? All physicists and cosmologists are losers. Behind mathematical formulas while hiding the truth that they don't understand anything about how the universe works. Only losers explain observations with the help of space-time doing tricks. None of these losers can tell you anything about how this crazy space-time does these tricks. Sabine Hossenfelder, you belong to this Big Bang cult, and you could say that you are one of the high priests of this cult. As a scientist, you claim that expanding space exists. You don't understand that the claim about expanding space is scientifically just as empty a claim. Expanding space cannot be studied scientifically any more and no less than, say, guardian angels. Space does not emit light. Expanding space is a similar concept to what the gods of antiquity were Zeus somehow caused lightning. Expanding space has caused the old light to stretch, i.e. cosmologically redshift somehow. Sabine Hossenfelder, you can't tell what this expansion of expanding space is. You can't tell what this so-called expansion of expanding space is based on. Nobody can even tell you anything about what could make it possible for space itself to somehow expand. Space doesn't emit light. Sabine Hossenfelder, you can't try to manipulate this god of yours, i.e. expanding space, in such a way that you would get information that you managed to manipulate it. I challenge you to a public debate where you can try to prove me wrong. I guess you would try to hide behind the curtain of mathematical formulas during the debate. Now this is not about mathematics.
Yes, the truth was too much for all physicists and cosmologists, not me. I was the only one who correctly predicted what would be observed with the Webb telescope. Fully formed and massive galaxies in the very young observable universe. I explained in advance why such things would be observed. In reality, galaxies form rapidly from the center outward. First came the expanding supermassive objects at galaxy centers, each in its own Big Bang in 3 spatial dimensions. These expanding supermassive objects emitted zillions of separate expanding dark matter clumps, from which new expanding stars form quickly as if from nothing. But of course not truly from nothing. It only required 2 expanding supermassive objects to meet in such a way that they pushed past each other. Then these expanding dark matter clumps passed through one another again and again. Eventually their expansion accelerated so much that they couldn't push each other away fast enough as they were expanding. At that point, New expanding stars began to form from them, stars that really did seem to appear out of nowhere. A falling, expanding apple moves away from the expanding Earth's center, but more slowly than the expanding Earth's surface.